Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Alright, so I've spent many hours now grinding the new stage that is really good for Link levels. Let's jump into it right away, and I'll go over which stage I think is ideal. I'll just say this very fast at the start. I do think for what I'm trying to do, 28-2 is actually still going to be my main grinding stage, right? I'll start with that for people who want it very quickly, and then I'll explain it the long way now. So here's the thing, right? Between this new stage, this is 29-3, and 28-2, I think are the sort of the two go-tos, right? There's other stages, right? Like stage 8-9, stage 7-10, you know, there's various others that are sort of a similar level. But those are sort of the older stages. They have a lower Link level rate. A lot of times they do have more fights, but you're missing many of the fights that would show up on the map, right? Which would mean you'd go into it and you might miss that level 9 Link that you've been trying to get, and like you could just be endless days trying to get the last Link, right? It can happen. So I do think that these newer stages are going to be better to grind in, right? Now, Global is going to be getting Area 28 very, very soon, right? So, okay, here's the thing. This stage, even though I do like 28-2 a little bit better, this stage is still something that I think most players probably should grind instead. And I, myself, am going to be grinding in here quite a bit for a while, because every single one of these fights give us incredible gems. I believe the Cooler's Armored Squadron at the start, they could drop, I think it's 5, 10, 20, or 77 gems at once. I've gotten 77 gems from that Cooler's Armored Squadron fight. Let me actually just, I tweeted it out last night. Let me just quickly show that. Right here. Here's me getting the 77 gems from the Cooler's Armored Squadron, right? It's just craziness, crazy. You can get a huge amount. I think it was from the Coolers. One of the fights got 77 gems. I guess I'm not 100% sure which fight it was, right? I wasn't looking that close, but so we go through all these fights, right? Now, the reason I actually would say I think 28-2 is a little bit better is strictly time management, right? When it comes to like a per run basis, I would imagine, like, you know, when you factor in a lot of stuff like, you know, rank experience, the amount of stamina the stage costs, Link level rate, the amount of fights, this probably is an ideal stage for most players. Because again, if you're under rank 800, you're going to be ranking up like crazy. So you're not even really going to be using stamina like that, because you're just going to be getting it back when you rank up anyway. You're getting Zenny, you're getting incredible gems. They added a whole bunch of stuff to the incredible gem shop, including you can get infinite film reels in there. You can now get a bunch of keys. There's new Kais. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Remember, you can buy infinite Gregory medals with incredible gems, right? A lot of people run out of Gregory medals even still, but you could just use infinite incredible gems to get Gregory medals, right? That update should also be coming very soon. No, I think that might actually drop last night on Global, right? The ability to get Gregory medals with incredible gems. And we've never had a fight before, a stage where you can grind incredible gems, with auto, right? Because before, it's like you would want to land on Pilaf, land on the launch fight, and then that would actually give you incredible gems. Whereas now, right, like I'm just blabbering away, my lips are just flapping while, you know, the game is doing it on auto and we're getting the incredible gems, right? But the reason I think 28-2 is going to be better for my purposes, which is just to, you know, get units to level 10 links as fast as possible. I'm trying to get as many units as I can to level 10 links. 28-2 is better for a couple of reasons. Number one, time-wise. It actually, well, I guess that's the whole reason, but there's a couple of factors into it. So we finish here at 3:31. Typically, that's around where these runs are, like 3 minutes to 3:30. We can see that my record has been 3 minutes right there. Okay, so that's how long this takes. Let's quickly go knock out 28-2 real fast, and I can hopefully show you guys the difference between the two stages and why I actually think I'm going to like doing 28-2 better, right? So if we go ahead and jump into 28-2, so there's one less fight in 28-2, right? 29-3 has 4 guaranteed fights, which we hit 100% of the time. Every single, the auto always goes down the path with the fights, right? But here's the thing. You fight the Cooler's Armored Squadron, who actually have at least a decent amount of HP, right? Like, if you're, link leveling, like, an SR, or a unit that's not rainbowed, or a unit that's not, like, SA-10 or something like that, the Cooler's Armored Squadron would actually slow you down a little bit, right? And then you have to beat all 3 of them, and then all 3 fights against the Frieza soldiers, there's 3 Frieza soldiers in each fight. So that's why that is always taking about like 330. Whereas if we take a look at this stage, typically I'm beating this one anywhere between 1 minute and 30 to 2 minutes and 30. So it gets to a certain point where I think just doing this over and over and over and over, in the time it takes me to do, 10 runs on 29.3, I would have done, like 15 runs on 28.2 or something like that. Like, I'm thinking about it not, like, by how much stamina I'm using, by how efficient each singular run is. I'm more so looking at it in, like, okay, in this 24-hour time period, right, what will get me, like, the most level 10 links? And I think it's 28.2, because it's just so much faster, right? All 3 fights are just against 2 Red Ribbon Army soldiers. Now, this last fight, they actually do have a decent amount of health. The first 2 fights, they go down very fast. The last fight here, they have a decent amount of health. So sometimes this last fight can slow you down a little bit, right? But oftentimes these runs, again, 1 minute and 30, I think, is maybe the fastest I ever beat it. And then to 2:30 is typically, like, the longest it can take. I guess depending upon, which characters' super attack animations we're seeing over and over. Maybe if we have, like, some character that's using an active skill over, like, the tech androids, or, Kabito Kai or something like that. But it's like all 3 of those fights is just 2 enemies, whereas on 29.3, you're fighting 4 fights that have 3 enemies, right? Yeah, see, this is 2. So this was 1.5 minutes faster. For the next minute, we'd still be going through 29.3. So you guys should be able to see the point I'm trying to make here. That's why I will... Okay, so right now, I actually am in dire need of a lot of incredible gems. In order to rainbow LR Vegito Blues TUR and SSR, I use like 50,000 incredible gems. Like, I just spent a huge amount of incredible gems during the Tanabata celebration when they added Area 28 and a lot of stuff in there. So I actually do need incredible gems. So I am going to grind this stage for a little while, right? I think I only have 6,000 incredible gems right now. Previously, I had like 50,000 or something. 60,000. I'd have to go back and double check what my number actually was that I had at the start of the Tanabata. But I want to rebuild that pool of incredible gems back, right? So doing stage 28-2, we are able to grind up the blue incredible gems, but the blue incredible gems, it's like almost pointless. It's like you do need to grind those up to be able to easy LR Vegito Blue, but you don't need that many. You need 500,000 times more green incredible gems than you do blue incredible gems. So, like, that would make this stage probably more valuable to most players, because, again, I don't know, I can't remember exactly how many blue incredible gems it was, but it's really not that much to not only clear out the shop, but also to be able to easy LR Vegito Blue, right? Because LR Vegito Blue's EZA medals you do buy with the blue incredible gems, right? But, it's not going to take that long at all. Plus, the thing is you're going to want to grind the LR Vegito Blue, like, exclusive equipment that is in Area 28 as well. You're going to want to grind that up, right? So in grinding those equips up, you're also going to get blue incredible gems, so you could EZA him and stuff like that. So, again, the way this is going to work is I'm going to build up a huge stockpile of incredible gems, finish buying everything I need to out of the shop, and then I'm going to go back to stage 28-2 for the link leveling, because for me, that's going to get more characters done faster, because I'm going to be able to just get so many more runs in. It's really the same reason I think 28-2 will be better for my purposes of link leveling, is the same reason why I thought, like, 8-9 was better than 7-10 and shit like that, because 8-9 is way faster, right? 7-10, you're fighting endless waves of Cybermen, right? Every fight is against 5 Cybermen, right? It takes forever. Whereas, like, 8-9, you're just, like, you touch one Ginyu Force member with, a normal attack and they instantly die, right? So, like, I'm looking for more, like, a time efficiency type thing. And I think 28.2 is going to be much more time efficient than 29.3 right here, right? You guys can see it takes a long time. Now, before we finish up, there's one other thing I want to show. The one awesome thing is I was doing a lot of boosted runs in 23.8 because I actually was trying to build up incredible gems. I still wanted to link level and get incredible gems at the same time, so I was using my boosted runs on 23.8 a lot. Or I would use my boosted runs on area 28.6. So I would do 23.8 to try and get incredible gems and link levels, and then area 28.6 just to get link levels with the boost. But now, in terms of a manual stage, I think we have like a definitive best stage for manual link leveling. We're gonna finish off with that, and I have a boost ready to go. We're gonna use my boost on that stage, and I'll show you guys. But the way it's sort of set up with like the little loops and stuff like that, it's gonna be a great boost stage for link leveling. You could probably even just use your boost like on this one right here too, with the 4 fights and all the incredible gems. I mean, imagine you're using a boosted run and then you get the 77 incredible gems. Like, it actually would take you like an hour previously to match, you know, one boosted run of this stage if you got the 77, right? And you get that double. It would be absolutely crazy. I bet you the reason it probably always takes the right path is that item that's sitting right there, huh? That's probably the reason it doesn't just go the left way and go straight to the finish. It must, like, the auto must be trying to get the item or some shit. It's weird. They designed it wow, 351 right there. See? Dude, like, 28.2 is just oftentimes around 2 minutes for me. When I was link leveling the full Metal Cooler squad, I was finishing, it was like 1:30. Wait, did I check what my record was here? Let's look at what my record is on this stage real fast. No, the cord. No, my beautiful YouTube video ruined by the cord. Okay. Please come back in a hurry. Come on. Come. I want to show what my record is for this stage, 28.2, and then we'll go do that boosted run. So my record is 126. Wow. Yeah, and then there's even faster ones too here. Like, it's crazy. With this, oh yeah, it's like GT bosses. Yeah, it's just because they're so cohesive, right? Cohesive, doing very fast attacks and stuff like that. But yeah, you could finish the stage off so damn fast, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over here, and we want to do 29.4 with boost on. Actually, I'm gonna play the 29 4 with the boost on. Let's go ahead and jump in. So this is gonna be potentially good. Because they created this stage in mind for this, obviously, right? Which is why you have, like, these little, like, loops. So, yeah, 4, boom, right there, okay. So yeah, we see, like, we could see exactly. Because, like, of the fact that we have, like, these sort of, like, loops around these fights, it allows us to clear the big numbers, right? So if we roll a 6, you know, we could just go around that loop and sort of, like, clear that and then hope for a better roll. Because of the way the stage is designed, it's designed in a way where we will be able to hit most of these fights. You know, I've done a lot of boosted runs. The 28.6 has a very similar design to this stage, where it's sort of intended for the same thing. But this one has, I believe, even more fights. I can only really remember, like, one time in 28.6 where I had bad luck. And I just got, like, it's like 6, 6, 6, 5, 6, 6. It's like all 6s, right? But that happened like one time, right? Typically, you know, we're getting like a 6, but then we get like a 4 or a 3 or something like that. See, like, we can go ahead and hit this 4 right here. Bam. We're going to go ahead and get this fight. And then we did get this 6. We rolled a 6, but we'll be able to clear that very easily, right? Through one of these loops. So with this, you know, it's like, I think you go 28.2 if you want to be super fast, efficient, time-wise. I do think 29.3 is going to be pretty good, though, for most players. The new one, because you're going to get incredible gems at the same time, which, I mean, we're going to need, and we're going to need more of those in the future. They've, throughout the years, added so much to the incredible gem shop. So it is going to be wise to really build up just a huge amount of those, right? All right, there we go. Nice. Level 10 link. That boo is getting close to done. Okay, so we can just go ahead and use the 6 right here. Bam. And then we have a 2. Boom. See? Look at this. And this is where you would want to do the go-to with bringing your boosts right here. This is going to be a fantastic stage right here to get Link level 10s. Because it's, especially if you're doing boosted runs, you just have, you know, what is it, like 6 or 7 fights in here? Let me quickly count. So this is, this is the 3rd fight right here that we're doing right now. And I think there's still another 4. I think there's 7 fights. Let's check right here. See how many there is in total. But I think this is going to be a crazy stage to just get Link level 10s. Okay, so that was the 3rd one. 4, 5, 6. There's 6 fights. Okay. Let's... Oh! Well, no, wait. Actually, 3... Yeah, we could just do the 3, and then the 6 will take us right to the next one. Yep. Okay, perfect. Here we go. We're looking good. All right, so this is what the new Link leveling is looking like. They're constantly adding updates now to quest mode and stuff like that, which is good. Giving us new stages that are good for Link leveling and grinding up, like, incredible gems and all these types of things. So I do think Dokkan is doing a pretty good job, right? Giving us these types of new stages where we can actually grind stuff out. You know, hopefully they continue to add more quest stages, you know, with sort of, like, designs like this, which allows us to do this quick. Send it to 4. All right, let's yeah, I'll do the 5 and then the 1. Oof, okay, well, if we keep getting 6s and 5s, we'll miss that last fight. Kind of unfortunate there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about my very scientific findings here for Link leveling. Again, I prioritize speed over everything, right? Even though there is one extra fight here in the, you know, area 29-3, I think the speed of 28-2 is actually going to be a little bit better for what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, which is to get the highest power level ever. Finish Link level 10ing every single character in the game, right? So I want to do 28-2 for as fast runs as possible. Okay, we got a 1. Okay, another 1, sure. Wow, okay, cool, we got a 2. We can go ahead and hit auto now. So yeah, there we go. We used the boosted run, and we hit every single fight. So this is going to be a fantastic stage to use those boosts on. I guess we'll let this fight finish up, and then we'll finish up here. So let me know what you guys think about all of the Link leveling extravaganzas. For me, I'm going to be going to 28-2 after I build up a sufficient amount of green incredible gems. But I do think for most players, just grinding 29-3 for the green incredible gems probably is the way to go, right? Because, again, I think we're going to need a lot of green incredible gems in the future, right? So let me know what you guys think of everything. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.